The Riverside Discovery Center hoping to get on the fast track for AZA reaccreditation as early as 2024. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, it's been a turbulent 12 months or so at the Riverside Discovery Center, but Executive Director Desiree Drain-Davison says 2024 is already trending upward for the zoo's progress. Late last year, former Director Anthony Mason and Education Curator Alex Mason resigned and moved back to Florida, and former board member Hawk Buckman took the reins for a brief stint before Drain-Davison came on board. Also, a very cold and rainy start to 2023 also kept visitors at bay for a prolonged period, hurting gate revenue. Those were just some culminating factors in the zoo losing their AZA accreditation. During Monday night's Scottsbluff City Council meeting, she told the board that it is her mission to stay with the zoo until they get reaccredited.
I want you all to know that AZA has not given up on us. I was given a mentor. Brian Combe from the Denver Zoo came up 2 weeks ago. He went through everything and said the animals look great, the area looks great, the husbandry is fantastic. It's just the finances, and he doesn't think that it's insurmountable.
Councilmember Betsy Vidlac asked Drain-Davison how she plans to get back on the right track.
Talked about the main issue with accreditation is the finances.
Yes.
How do you, is that your responsibility, is that the board's responsibility, and how do you intend to do that?
I think it is a group effort between myself and the board, and we did sit down last week in our meeting and came up with some ideas for fundraising ideas.
Additionally, Councilmember Matt Solomon inquired about the other entity offering to help get the zoo accreditation.
And are you guys also seeking accreditation through the other organization?
Yes, I have reached out. ZAA has contacted me also, wanted to know what they could do to help support me. So we've got support from both. It comes down to the finances for both of those. Although ZAA said just apply, send it all to me, and then we'll help you work through what we don't like. So
she says that fundraising and seeking donations will be a priority next year, and she's even in the process of learning how to do grant writing. Drain-Davison says that there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes with upgrades to exhibits and plans for new signage next year as well. We'll have more news right after this.
The journey of a dream becoming reality. When we're young, a dream develops into a passion. That passion continues to manifest and grows as you do. It becomes all you want to do and all you want to be. It gives you direction. It drives you. Then your dream has become a reality. When that dream is ready to be reality, Platte Valley Bank will be with you every step of the way.
Welcome back. It took a Scottsbluff County District Court jury less than 3 hours on Tuesday to find a Scottsbluff man not guilty of felony charges stemming from an incident last June. After about a half day of testimony and 2.5 hours of deliberations, Jose Arellano was acquitted of second-degree assault and use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony. He had been accused of cutting another man's hand with a kitchen knife, which Arellano admitted to police had happened during an argument. Court documents said the alleged victim, who was the only witness called to testify, told investigators at the time he held up a chair for protection as Arellano tried cutting him while seated in a wheelchair. In his instructions to the jury, District Judge Leo Dobrovony told them they could not find Arellano guilty of the assault charge if they found he acted in self-defense. Well, the Alliance woman at the center of a standoff in the community last month has had her charges bound over to district court. 34-year-old Yadira Garza was back in Box Butte County Court last week for her preliminary hearing on charges of terroristic threats and use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony. Court documents say officers conducting a welfare check on a juvenile male at the Grand Lake Village South mobile home were confronted at the door by Garza holding a semi-automatic handgun and issuing threats, which started the incident that ended after more than 6 hours. Judge Paul West had Garza's case bound over to district court, where she'll be arraigned on the 2 charges on January 10th before District Judge Travis O'Gorman. And Nebraska's tax commissioner says the state's tax revenues are coming in pretty much where they were forecast so far this fiscal year. James Cam says for November, gross general fund receipts came in at $753 million, while net receipts about $596 million, about 0.7% below the forecasted amount. Net sales and use and individual income tax receipts were off 1.1% and 4.9% respectively. However, miscellaneous tax receipts were up 26%, and corporate income tax receipts were up a whopping 209%. For the 23-24 fiscal year, net general fund receipts were just 0.2 under expectations at $2.59 billion, with overall sales and use and individual income taxes running below forecast, and corporate income and miscellaneous taxes trending higher than anticipated.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
We've got high school basketball the next 2 nights, plus we'll get to a recap for Husker football signing day. First, that basketball for tonight, and also one big game tomorrow here on the network. Tonight, it's the home openers for the Scottsbluff teams as they'll host Chadron. I'll have it all for you on 107.3 The Trail. Also, the live stream should be available with the call on the Scottsbluff Huddle channel. Pregame at around 5:15 tomorrow. That standalone girls game with Scottsbluff at Gering. Jeff Kelly will join for that broadcast as we head into the big holiday weekend. Tomorrow night's broadcast on KMOR 93.3. Also a quick wrestling note, the Scottsbluff girls and boys hosting duels against North Platte today. Those matches will all take place at Bluffs Middle School. Girls starting at around 3 o'clock. Boys varsity will get underway at about 4 this afternoon. Now that Husker football recap from National Signing Day yesterday. Head coach Matt Rule signing 39 players, 38 of which will be true freshmen coming out of the high school ranks. The headliner, of course, 5-star quarterback Dylan Raiola.
And then, Dylan called last Sunday and just said, "Hey, coach, my heart keeps telling me to come to Nebraska. Can I come take another look?" And, I challenged him like, "Hey, make sure you're serious about this, because, I don't want this to be something that, isn't right for you." And he said, "No, my life has greater purpose than just, being the top recruit. I know what Nebraska means to my family. I know what it's meant to me, and I'd like to come there." And so I think in the end, to have a player of Dylan's caliber, not his recruiting, but his caliber, his arm talent, his ability to see the field, but probably more than anything, his work ethic and how much he cares about the game. We obviously took that. So feel great about our quarterback room.
That quarterback room now includes just 3 scholarship players in Raiola, fellow recruit Daniel Kalin out of Bellevue West, plus Heinrich Harburg. It was reported last night that Chubba Purdy will be entering the transfer portal. So what does Raiola's skill set look like projecting forward for the future of this Nebraska offense?
You know, when we think about who we want to be, right, you know, we would love to be a diverse offense like you know, the 49ers, you know, kind of translated to college. And I think when you get players like Carter Nelson and, you know, you get players, you know, that are kind of positionless players, they allow you to do that. But part of that is the ability to stretch the field and throw the ball down the field. And so we want accuracy. We want guys who are going to protect the football. We love guys who can move, but at the end of the day, also the ability to push the ball down the field and throw the ball 55, 60 yards down the field, you know, at times, and be accurate is something that helps those types of offenses.
The transfer portal has been much talked about so much over the last couple of years in college football, but only one transfer addition for the Big Red in this recruiting cycle.
Yeah, I think, again, I think because we, kind of roster management, as we retained our own guys and guys came back, that kind of affected that, right? So if Bryce Benhart and Ben Scott, two I think honorable mention all Big Ten players, I think that's if they went in the portal right now, they would be getting top everything, right? They get top NI, you know, people will be fighting for them. So when they wanted to come back, I think that kind of alleviated sort of the, hey, let's go, you know, find an older player. You know, obviously we visited 1 or 2 guys. You know, the portal's still open, so things could change.
You can find individual player profiles on our website, all courtesy of the Nebraska Athletic Department. That is the latest from right here at the FNBO Sports Desk today. I'm Chris Cottrell.
Morrill County Community Hospital and the behavioral health providers are here to help. Amber Dean specializes in mental health care, which includes medication and therapy across a person's lifespan. Melody Lacey helps people deal with a wide range of behavioral problems, from depression and anxiety to child psychiatry. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home.
Culture trumps everything else.
In my years, I've never worked for a company that treats people the way this one does.
It is my passion for agriculture that brought me here in the first place, but not only that, there's a huge family-oriented atmosphere within the 21st Century Equipment.
I love working for 21st. They found something in me that I didn't know in myself. An intern to where I'm at now is such a great opportunity, and that is what this company is about.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, the new year will kick off highlighting some of Scottsbluff and Gering's best and most diverse culinary venues. Beginning January 30th and running through February 4th, multiple restaurants will showcase their best dishes in a pre-fixed menu of evening dining options during Restaurant Week 21. Scottsbluff County Area Tourism Director Brenda Licey says while the idea came from Denver, they are asking local restaurants to participate in making it a successful promotion here as well.
So many of us have had the opportunity to participate in the Denver one, and I thought, how fantastic to bring this back to our community. We have so many great places to dine and maybe places that residents haven't been before. So we're looking for an opportunity to get people out at the beginning of the year when there's kind of a lull in traffic and get them out to our restaurants and have them experience something new in our county.
She tells KNB News how this event will work.
We're asking restaurants right now to participate. Those offering an evening meal, and they will have sort of a guideline, and the base price starts at $21, obviously to represent our county, and then it goes in $10 increments after that. So the idea is to build a menu that is right for you as far as things that you like to consume and different meals that you would like to try, and also different price ranges.
Licey says the event aims to boost post-holiday dining, offering transparency on cost and cuisines. She says successful evening dining may lead to a second Restaurant Week 21 featuring morning to midday establishments. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.